So I've created a class named as collection example main method. So we'll understand about collections and some of the topics related to collection. Now, why or what is collection? So collection is nothing but collection of objects. Okay, collection of non-primitive objects. That is what is collection. Okay, with the name. Why we are going to use it? Okay, or what is the specific meaning of having collections? What I understand is like in case of array. Okay, we have understood about array. We say new int and then 5. 5 is the size of array. So what is the limitation over here for array? As in I can store values from index 0 to 4. That is total 5 values I can store right now in case of arrays, right? But if I want to store another 5 values, that is total 10 values, that is not possible. Either I have to make this as 10, okay, then only I can store 10 values. But this is not possible, right? People cannot go and get into the code, change the value of array and then remove or add things. That is not the right approach. Okay, so in that case we have collections in place. Okay, and collection is having and I'll show you one image, okay, related to collections. So collections images. This one. Okay, the very small one. Not this. This is not going to work. Collections. So consider this particular image. Okay. Iterable is an interface. Okay. And as I've told you, interface can extend another interface. Okay. So this is one interface. This is another interface, that is collection. Okay. So collection is extending iterable. Then we have list, queue, and set. List again interface which is extending collection. Set and queue is also extending. We are going to learn about list and set, properties of list and set, not each and everything, but only properties of list and set, because some of the methods of in case of WebDriver, they are going to return list or set, and that is the reason I'm explaining the properties. Whatever structure, whatever program I am writing right now, okay, you don't have to use in that particular way. Okay, I'm repeating that part, but you need to understand the properties, and for from making you understand this properties, I'm explaining or going with this topic. Okay, so collection framework hierarchy is explained over here. Okay, we'll be going with this list and array list. Okay, set, hash set. Okay, and we can go with tree set also. Then we'll understand about maps, hash map later. Okay, fine. So let's go over here. Now, the way we create an array, the definition or declaration is like this. If we go for collections, okay, and to implement list, I'll say list, okay, list, and then I will be saying integer. Now, integer is nothing but a non-primitive data type, okay. So collections will always be, I said, collection of objects. So collection of these non-primitive objects only, okay, collections of non-primitive objects only. So it's not going to take primitive one, okay, it's not going to take primitive data types. Li equals new, I'll say array list. Okay, array list. Now ArrayList is a class. Okay. Now this list interface is coming from java.util. So don't get confused and select this java.awt. Okay, you have to select java.util as a package. Fine. So let me write down the points. Okay, these 3 points you have to remember. List is an interface. Okay, array list is a class. Okay, I have just explained you, right. You can write this way. Instance of class can be stored in interface reference. This is a reference of interface. You can store the instance in a reference of interface. So we are doing the same thing over here. Okay. Now if I want to add values, I can just say li.add. Now this add is an abstract method. Okay, you can see add and then small a is over there. So that symbolizes abstract. So add is an abstract method of list interface. It is taking integer because we have defined list as an integer. So I'll say some value dot add. Okay, some another value li dot add some other value, and then li dot add. Okay, I'll copy this and paste here. Okay, so now comes our two other properties. So the other one is list stores the values in sequential indexed order, very much similar to array. Okay. Array also stores the way this way only. List stores duplicate values, or it allows duplicate data. So you can see 24234, and it is also storing 24234. This is These are the three properties you have to remember. Okay. Now to make you understand this part, okay, I'm explaining this portion. Now to print these values in case of array, I have taken the help of for loop. So over here also, sorry, sorry. So over here I'll have to take the help of for loop. Yes, just I need to plug in my laptop. Okay. So to add values into list, we can take the help of add method, and whatever with the number of elements, integer type, we can add. Even we can remove also. Okay, I can say li dot remove, and then I can give some index that is 1, say for example. So this is stored at index 0, this is stored at index 1, and so on. So if I say remove 1, this value is going to get removed. Okay, this value is going to get removed. If I want to again add a value, I can say li dot add, and then I can add some other value also. But all these values are going to stored in a sequential order. and we can check with the help of this for loop. To retrieve the value, we have to say get. Okay, get is a method which returns the element at the specified position in the list. So this position is mentioned index. Index is starting from 0 and is going up till the size of the list. Okay, so let's run this. See 24234. This has been removed over here. Okay, then 123123, 24234. So duplicate data allowed in list, and then there is another value. So all these properties you can understand, okay, with the help of this particular example. You just have to remember these 2 points. List stores values in sequential order, okay, and list stores duplicate values. These two are the points you should remember. And this is the example we have shown. Definitely the implementation part, or you don't have to use list in this particular way. Okay, some of the method in WebDriver, they are going to return you list. Okay, at that time I'll be coming back to you and I'll ask you what are the properties of list. So you should remember these two properties. Okay, now let's go with set. Okay, so with set, this is the last topic guys for today. So set is an interface, and I'll go with implementation of HashSet. So HashSet is a interface and it's a class. Now set stores values. Okay, set stores values in random order. Okay, and set does not allow duplicate data. Okay, set does not allow duplicate data. Very much different from list, isn't it? It is storing the values in random order, not in a sequential order, and it is not allowing duplicate data also. Okay. So again, the implementation is very much similar. The way we have written this part, we will be defining set. Okay, set. I'll go with string now. Okay, I can go with integer also or another data type, but I'll go with string as an example. New hash set. Okay, hash set is a class. Every class has a different way of implementation. Okay, that I'm going to explain you over here. So I'll say s dot add, because it is string. I'll be adding values in double quotes. So I'll say test. Okay, test. I'll just copy this. Copy this part. Paste it. Paste it. Okay. So test. Rest. Okay. Now to get the values or to fetch the values of set, we have to use one for type, that is for each loop. I have explained you that. I've told you actually that I'm going to explain this later on. So now it's the time. So for each loop, okay. In case of for each loop, what is the syntax? It says for, okay, because there is a string data type, I'll say string. I'll say a temporary variable s1, and then reference s, okay, and then I'll say sysout s1. So what this for each loop does, it automatically initializes at the first position, whatever be the value, it initializes at the top first position, keeps on checking whether there is a next record or not, and it goes on up till it finds the last record. And for each and every record of s, okay, as reference or set, it will be storing the value in s1, this temporary variable, and that we can directly print. Okay, that. Now let's run this, and you will see that these values are not stored in sequential order. See, test is coming in the second position, then rest is coming in the first, best is anyways in third, and test again I have written it is not stored. Okay, it is not getting printed. So set is not allowing duplicate data. Also, we can see that set is storing values in random order. Okay, so this is an example. Okay, this is an example of these two properties. Now I have implemented with the help of HashSet. Let's go with TreeSet. TreeSet is again one more class which actually is part of your sorted set. Okay, sorted set. So TreeSet is another implementation. So let's go with TreeSet. Now let's understand how it is. Okay, how it's retracts the value. Okay, can anyone tell me what way the values are printed? Definitely, it's in random order. The best is stored at third position, but it is coming at the first position. But can you find some? Uh,
Alphabetically?
right, correct, very good. So it's stored. It's showing the values in alphabetical order. So tree set, it is in sorted set, right? It is part of your sorted set. It's a class. So it's an interface, and tree set is a class, okay, which is implementing sorted set. So the implementation is different, and that this is the implementation. So you can see in case of different classes, okay, whatever be the methods are same. Add method is same, okay, but then implementation for hash set and tree set is different, and that is what we have saw in case we have saw in case of interfaces. Interface methods will be abstract methods will be there, but with different classes the methods have their own implementation or different implementation. So that is what we can see as an example over here. Okay, so this is all about list and set, guys. Map I will take later on because it's a little bit uh, different from this part. Okay, so we'll keep up till this portion. Okay, only one thing I'll just add over here, that collection. Okay, collection is a class or is an interface. Okay, whereas collections, okay, is a class containing static methods. Okay. So some utility methods. Okay, containing spelling mistake. Okay. So collections. So you can see there are some static methods available, like empty list. It's going to check whether the list is empty or not. Add all. You can add all the connections. Okay, checked connections. Okay, these are some of the static methods available, okay, as part of collections class. Okay, empty set. Definitely we are not going to use it, but you should be having an idea of it. Okay, so collection is an interface. Collections with S, it's a class. So this class consists exclusively of static methods that operate on or return collections. It is like whatever collection you have created, on that particular collection you can use those methods, or it might return some collections also. Okay, so this is the only thing you should be aware of.